Hello, my fellow lovely Librans, and welcome to your October 2019 tarot and astrology reading. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys had a wonderful Virgo season. I know it was full of a lot of rest and rejuvenation and introspection and reflection, and possibly brought up some fears, some insecurities of yours, and just it was a deep dive into your subconscious, you know, to really see what's going on in there. You may have been a little bit too hard on yourself or a little bit too critical on yourself, and that's normal. That energy just kind of goes around in Virgo season. But now we are in our season, and no one knows our season better than we do, right? So we understand this energy, we can get into the hang of it, but our season is a little bit different than any normal Libra season. Libra season always starts us off with shadow season, yes, but the aspects and the planetary placements that are happening in the astrology this season are very, very shadow-like. So I am doing this reading a little bit different than I've been doing my normal monthly readings. I pulled a bunch of oracle cards to start us off with, just so we could get a pretty good idea of the general energy this month. The first card that we have here is Artemis, and she stands for the Virgin. It says you are complete within yourself. You have all your inner resources in harmony and can manifest what you need from the world: new beginnings, freshness, harmony, and innocence. Uranus rules this card, and it is normally the Fool energy in the regular tarot deck. So very interesting. So I already kind of felt like this month would definitely be almost like a blank slate. You know, it's our solar return, so it's like a blank slate. It's starting over, it's manifesting new things, it's, you know, a new us. It's a time for a new us. It's time for a fresh start, you know, and there's a certain level of surrender, harmony, and innocence to this. And I kind of feel that some of you have maybe been through the ringer this year, and you're kind of coming out of it, you know, or are going to be kind of coming out of it and starting anew this season. Some of you, where you hadn't made changes yet this year, are probably going to start seeing those changes and how bad they need to be made this season. I also am getting that this season is very much so about truth, and it's interesting because we also pulled the fifth chakra, which is all about your truth, speaking up. And with Mars coming in our sign, I think it's going to be a little bit easier for those that may be struggling with speaking up about something, or maybe struggling with being honest with yourself about something. And it sucks because when we're not honest with ourselves, we can't possibly be honest with anyone else because we're lying to ourselves. So then everything that we tell other people about ourselves is also a lie, because we're not seeing the truth about ourselves either. And these next few months are going to really, really pull the truth out of us. You know what I mean? But I think what's going on here is there could be some hostilities, some situations, if you will, that you may have been avoiding, or that you were trying not to speak up about, to avoid some kind of confrontation. And I feel like, you know, over this last month at least, we've had a lot of inner reflection. We've had a lot of time to think about things. We've had a lot of time to go within, to really rest and get ourselves back together. But I'm telling you, it's interesting, this guy is holding a sword. You know, the sword stands for our truth. I'm telling you that you will have to deal with whatever this is that you have been avoiding, because it is the way. It is part of your path. It is part of your journey. It is a lesson that you need to learn this month, Libra. So that is what I am getting for us so far. Let's go ahead and start shuffling. I've already been shuffling the tarot cards, but let's go ahead and shuffle a couple more times here. I think this Libra new moon is going to be interesting. I think it's going to show us parts of ourselves that we may not have normally looked at, or that we were neglecting, or that we couldn't realize before for some reason. It's definitely going to be interesting. It's definitely going to pull out some relationship stuff, some past stuff, possibly some issues or some situations in the past that possibly like wounded us. This new moon is going to be across the sky from Chiron and Aries. So it's really going to be about yourself and how you interact with other people, your identity, who you are. And Libra, it's very, very important for you to speak up this month. It's very, very important for you to speak your truth, for you to be more assertive, for you to not hold back. You know what I mean? Because this new you can't hold back like the old you did. It looks like some of you may be a little bit confused about finances right now. Or, I'm sorry, I thought it was the Seven of Cups. Never mind. It looks like some of you guys are manifesting really great things. Really, I mean, 2 9s. So we're coming to some major completions here, Libra. I'm not going to take them yet because, like I said, I'm doing these readings this month a little bit different since it's Libra season. It's like opposite month, right? Everything switches on its head. Oh, and if you haven't seen, I have Libra merch out now along with the Libra season sale. Judgment, also about speaking your truth, also about coming to some kind of an awakening. Judgment Day is coming, my Librans, my lovely Librans. Okay. Feel like we're almost there. Yep, we're there. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some cards here and see what the tea is. So your general energy for this month is the Four of Swords. Once again, rest and rejuvenation. What is crossing you is strength, Leo energy. So you could have a Leo in your life, Libra, or you could be building up the courage to say something because you've been silent. You've been silent and you've been needing courage to do something, to say something, to speak up, to find your truth. The recent past, so Virgo season, we have the Seven of Swords. So there was something, some secret, someone hiding something, possibly you hiding something, or, you know, someone was maybe manipulating, someone did something. There's something here that you're keeping to yourself. There's some kind of hidden truth for sure. Okay, the next step or future coming up this month is the Star. Aquarian energy. So your destiny, once again, the temple path. This is insane. So we already have rest and rejuvenation, hostilities, speaking your truth, courage. And you know, she's holding the 2 vases, right? So balancing things out, reconciling the past with the present. There's going to be major healing this month. If you can find the courage to speak up, Libra, about whatever it is that you're scared to speak up about, or find the courage to look the truth in the face. Some of you, this may not be about speaking up about anything. This may be about owning your truth, owning your shadow side. The Star. All right, so what's going on in your emotions? Oh, if this isn't your reading, I don't know what is. Justice. Okay, and what's going on in your head? The High Priestess. Yeah, Libra, you're definitely staying silent here. This is very, very interesting. You're definitely staying silent about something. You're weighing it out. You're still not sure how you feel about something. It's almost like you feel 2 different ways about something. You know what I mean? It's very, very interesting. But whatever it is, it's definitely destined because you have the Wheel of Fortune and the World. And the World. Like, this month is destined AF, Libra. Destined AF. You're manifesting big things, but there's a block here. And it has to do with courage. It has to do with fear. It has to do with your truth. There could be some changes in finances, some worry about finances as well. 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. You're working hard on something. You're really trying to save money here. King of Swords. The Devil. Yeah, you're really trying to save money here. There's a worry and some insecurity about, you know, fear and all of that. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign. Some of you are bored and you're really looking to escape this, you know, this mundane routine or this mundane life. You really, it's about embracing who you are on both sides, you know, your shadow self, your higher self, your lower self, embracing all sides of yourself and bringing them to a point where they can become one, you know? There's this decision between your mind and your heart. And let me tell you something. A lot of people will say, well, my heart is telling me, let's say if it's a toxic friendship, for example, my heart's telling me to stay because I care about them and I love them. Like, no, that's not your heart. That's your head. That is your head that fears leaving. That is your head that's telling you that you will not be okay if you leave. That is your head that's scared of your emotions. Your heart just wants to feel. Your heart loves no matter what. Your head and your ego are what tells you, I hate that. I don't like that. I'm scared of that. We can't do that. So think about that. So this is really interesting, Libra. This is like, I mean, you have like basically all the cards that indicate that this is destiny, that this is fated, that this is karmic, whatever this is that you're going through. And since this is a general reading, it could be very different for a lot of different ones of you. But the general theme this month looks like it has to do with a decision. Either a decision, some kind of truth, some kind of part of yourself that you could be keeping down, that you could be keeping back. And really having the strength. And with Mars in our sign, it's going to give us that strength to push forward. It will give us that strength. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. We have our energy here. Possible Pisces. And then there was a fire sign and Capricorn towards the bottom of the deck. And we are going to clarify and pull more cards and do like a bonus extended reading over on my Patreon like we usually do. So don't worry. And if you want to see more about that, you can go over there and sign up. And then we're also this month in the Soulology course, in my online course for spiritual development and transformation. We are working on the shadow. We are going deep into the shadow, going deep into shadow work, doing healing, integrating the shadow, all of that. So definitely come check it out if you're interested and you would like to be a part of that with us. And because that way you don't have to do your shadow work alone. You know what I mean? Like only you can integrate it, only you can heal, but at least you're not the only one doing it. You're doing it with a bunch of other people that you know are doing it too and going through it too. So yeah, that is the tea on that. I also have a Libra season sale going on with my readings right now. You can get 15% off all of my readings if you are a Libra sun, moon, or rising, and you just use the code LOVELYLIBRA. I'm not sure if I made that announcement or not. I filmed too many videos in the last few days, so excuse me. So yeah, this is what I'm getting, Libra. And remember the first card, you know, it was equivalent to the Fool, the Virgin. You are complete in yourself. You have all the inner resources and harmony and can manifest what you need from the world, new beginnings, freshness, harmony, and innocence. I think this month is going to be changes for some of you. I think it's going to be like, I'm done with these cycles. Like, I'm done with this cycle that I've been in. It's time to like break free. You know what I mean? It's time to do something different. It's time to own my truth. It's time to be who I truly am deep down, because that's beautiful. Even though I thought it was dark, even though other people might think it's dark, or I thought other people wouldn't like this about me, it's actually fucking beautiful. And I'm gonna own this shit and I'm gonna rock this shit, because the integration between dark and light is what true beauty is. It's how we become whole. It's how we interact and tap into our true spiritual gifts and true enlightenment. Like shadow, we all have to do shadow work, like while we're here. Some of us just do it consciously, some of us do it unconsciously. And I talked a little bit more about this in my All Signs video for October. But when you do it consciously, it's a lot better and more insightful. You know what I mean? Like, because it's not taking you by surprise as much, and you grow. This is how you grow spiritually and become more evolved and really get to know yourself more. So anyways, Libra, this is what I'm getting for your reading. I really think it's beautiful. I really think that it's time to forgive yourself from the past. There's something that needs forgiveness here. And it could be within you or it could be someone else. And I don't think it's just like, oh, a relationship that didn't work out a month ago, or this guy that broke up with me a year ago. Like, I don't think it's just that. I think it goes deeper than that, because this is like life path, destiny, fate stuff. I think it really, like karmic stuff, I think it possibly goes back to your childhood. And maybe those breakups, you know, connect somehow to this wound that happened in your childhood. But I really think that it's deeper than that. And I think that's what you're weighing out this month. It may have to do with trust. It may have to do with honesty. It may have to do with change, or avoiding change, avoiding conflict, avoiding confrontation. It may have to do with beauty or parts of yourself that you may not see as beautiful. So I also did a shadow work pick a card reading as well. If you'd like to go watch that, you may relate to that. And I also have shadow work readings on my website, personal readings. And then, like I said, I also have my online course if you're interested in that as well. So anyways, I will see you guys over on Patreon when I clarify all of this and the extended bonus reading. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good month. Let me know down below if you guys resonated with this. And yeah, I will see you guys in my other videos. Bye.